Gamers are constantly on the lookout for the next big thing. Roblox is a famous gaming platform that lets users construct their own games and worlds using building blocks, scripts, and other tools. These games are a lot of fun for us. From meme-filled hubs to murder mysteries, Roblox has a lot of crazy games. After all, gamers are offered a plethora of tools with which to experiment. Some gamers, on the other hand, go above and above by constructing stunningly realistic worlds, both in terms of graphics and gameplay. Number 1. Hedgerows 2. Enlightened Studios' Hedgerows 2 is a World War II-themed first-person shooter game. Although the game is still under production, it boasts some of the finest pre-alpha testing results in my experience with FPS. This game resembles DICE's Battlefield 1. The game mimics the struggle for freedom or conquest between the Allies and the Axis nations. The models are still a little bloxy, but as far as I can tell, they are all self-made designs, and the texturing and 3D modeling of the guns are fantastic. I strongly advise you to try this game. You will not be disappointed. Number 2. Untamed Planet. Untamed Planets will transport you to a vast and truly wild world teeming with a wide variety of vegetation and wildlife. The game essentially casts you as a hunter, scavenger, or camper, which is appropriate given the game's free-roam survival and exploration action. Furthermore, a portion of the game's revenue is donated directly to the Wild Ark Wildlife and Natural Habitat Protection Group. You'll not only have a great time playing the game, but you'll also be helping to save the world, which is pretty fantastic, right? Number 3. Afterlife Showcase. Afterlife is a post-apocalyptic game about nature recovering its natural order at the end of the world. Where humanity is nearly finished for the game is not your standard showcase game, because once you are in, you can choose a narrator, male or female. But why? Because it has lore. The narrator will introduce you to the game, and if you play and test it, you'll be able to learn from it. Number 4. Version 7.6 of the realistic vehicle driving game. It's a realistic car driving simulation, as stated in the game title. You will have the opportunity to drive a genuine car. Engine, gear shifting, and other realistic car controls are included in the game. You get to choose from a variety of cars, usually German sports cars, and drive around town, chatting with other players or racing them. Number 5. Car Crash Test. The sole goal of automotive accident tests is to assess vehicle damage. When it collides with something, it produces a realistic representation of car damage. You can test 6 different automobiles in 4 distinct maps in any order you want. Yet driving in this game is difficult due to the slick surface. Playing realistic car roleplay is very entertaining. Number 6. Realistic Car Role. Realistic Car Roleplay is a game in which you can pretend to drive a car in a small city and choose from a variety of extremely realistic vehicles. This game is nearly identical to Realistic Vehicle Driving 0.7.6. However, it is superior in that some locations include genuine and working automobile doors and trunks. They have larger map and airbags, but they are otherwise identical to the Canyon. Number 7. The Crayon. The Canyon is one of those well-polished games that you rarely hear of. This is a showcase game with cars that you can drive and use it to explore the canyon and what it has to offer. It looks so good. It almost looks similar to a few racing games. This game features a lot of good cars like the BMW, GTR White, Black, and Blue, and 2 others Apocalypse Rising. Number 8. Alone in a Dark House. In the seclusion of your own home, Alone in a Dark House allows you to have a deep and thoughtful experience. But this isn't just any old game that makes a token effort to address significant issues. It's a fully immersive experience that puts gamers in the shoes of someone going through a difficult period alone. Alone in a Dark House is the most realistic Roblox game available. It teaches players about loneliness, isolation, and the stillness and desperation that comes with being alone. Loneliness abounds, and it harbors all of the game's ills. Play hide and seek with several murderous ghouls in a scary home. Alone in a Dark House will either keep you on your feet or get you off. It's up to you to decide. This game is appropriate for children aged 12 and up, but you must first obtain permission from your parents. Top of your games list by listspecialized.com. Alone in a Dark House is already a Roblox success story with its realistic graphics and accurate storyline. One that will haunt you the same way it haunts the game's protagonist. Brought to life by brave collaboration between Chocolate Martino 360 Games and Sizzle Sausage's First Life Games Inc., You'll find this horror game at the top of many virtual must-play lists for anyone who likes an adrenaline rush they can feel too. Number 9. Fishing Simulator. With an all-new interface and better realism, Fishing Simulator recreates the sensation of standing at the side of a boat with 2 lines in your hand, calculating the distance as the boat casts into the water. You can throw freely while keeping an eye out for small motions that indicate whether or not you have caught anything. To win Fishing Simulator 2021, you'll need to catch enough fish. On a hot summer day, have you ever craved the cold, deep waters of a river? Have you gone on a long journey in search of an old tree with mossy rocks that would be ideal for fishing and picnicking? There's no need to go looking. The Fishing Simulator will provide you with all of the benefits of a genuine fishing trip without having to leave the comfort of your own home. We made one of the most realistic Roblox games yet, including realistic physics and graphics. If you're not traveling the world chasing your following big catch, then, frankly, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Fishing Simulator is one of the top 10 most realistic Roblox games for backpacking fishers who likes to take off on epic adventures and go places we can still only dream about. And this game has it all: big fish to reel in, lakes to wade through up to your waist, and slippery banks that are just ready for a gripping foothold at any moment. Number 10. Tower Defense Simulator. For players searching for an immersive tower defense simulation game, a tower defense simulator is an excellent choice. With gorgeous graphics and an aural atmosphere that sounds so real, you'll forget it's not. It's one of the top 10 most realistic Roblox games in 2021. Create your own battles on 3D maps or load any challenge from the community to make even the most difficult trials feel easy. If you're feeling inventive, construct brilliant towers and traps that others have perfected. Evade approaching opponents with straightforward control schemes and dynamic character upgrades available in over 60 themes and 70 stages worldwide to give old favorites a new lease on life. The Tower Defense Simulator is a thrilling journey in the shape of a Roblox game that is 10 times more realistic. Play as the hero and use weapons, traps, and choke spots to defend against waves of enemies. Number 11. Vehicle Simulator. The Vehicle Simulator has been developed from the ground up with realism in mind, with the user in mind. This next-generation simulation engine is fluid and intuitive to use. You don't have to pick a game or a time of day to communicate with passengers on board your vehicle. Vehicle Simulator also allows you to customize every part of your vehicle, including lights, color, and more. The simulator will never crash. It's acceptable if your reality isn't the quickest or the tallest. In every racing game, you must select the type of experience you desire. The Vehicle Simulator is a fast-paced, adrenaline-pumping ride. If this is your first time on the track, you should literally let go of the brakes. Number 12. Summer Forest. Summer Forest is, without a doubt, a fantastic spot to go if you're seeking for a place to chill and chat with friends. The realistic characteristics of the woodland, from the grass to the god rays coming through the trees, are part of what makes it so appealing. It doesn't have much to do with anything other than relaxing. Therefore, players are encouraged to sit back and relax. It's the best of all. Our video now comes to a close. I sincerely hope you found it entertaining. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future films. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the video. Also, please provide your feedback in the space below. Also, I'm sure you'll enjoy the 2 videos on your screen. So, until the next video, stay tuned for more.